Okay, guys, today we're going to work on triangle inequality. This addresses Standard 7, GA2. You will have an IXL lesson to go along with this. This is a little bit easier than what you had to do yesterday. I know yesterday was a little bit of a challenge with that perimeter and area conversions. However, this one will be a little bit easier for you. All right, so let's look at our first example. So in the triangle inequality theorem, we are told, let's say that we've got three numbers, A, B, and C, that we don't know yet. Then A plus B, when you add those two side lengths together, it should be greater than C. But you have to check all three of them. So B plus C should be greater than A, and C plus A should be greater than B. All three of these would have to be true in order for it to create a triangle. So let's make a little bit more sense with some numbers here. So we have 1, 1, and 2. Okay, so we're going to add 1 plus 1, which is 2. And 2 should be greater than 2, that third side here. So is 2 greater than 2? No, it's not. So if you already get a no, then we can already say, no, this does not make a triangle. Okay, let's look at number 2. We have 1, 2, and 5. So we're going to add each of these together. So 1 plus 2 equals 3. And 3 should be greater than 5. Is 3 greater than 5? No, it's not. So therefore, those three sides would not make a triangle. Okay, can the sides of a triangle have lengths 2, 7, and 10? Okay, so we're going to do 2 plus 7, which equals 9. Is 9 greater than 10? No, so it does not make a triangle. Okay, we have 5, 8, and 10. So we're going to do 5 plus 8, which is 13. Is 13 greater than 10? Yes, it is. So we got to keep going on this one. So we've used 5 and 8. Now let's do 8 plus 10, which is 18. So 18 should be greater than whatever number we didn't use. So we used 8 plus 10 here. So we're going to have to use the 5 now. So is 18 greater than 5? Yes, it is. So we've got one more to have to check. Okay, so we've checked 5 and 8, and we've checked 8 and 10. So now we need to check 5 and 10. So 5 plus 10 is 15. So if we use 5 and 10, then that should be greater than that third side, which in this case would be 8. Is 15 greater than 8? Yes, it is. So if you get 3 check marks here, meaning that all three of those are true, then 5, 8, and 10 would create a triangle. Okay, pause your video and try examples 5 and 6. Okay, on number 5, we're going to do 4 plus 4, which equals 8. And 8 should be greater than whatever we didn't use here. And we used 4 and 4, so 8 should be greater than this 8. Is 8 greater than 8? No. So therefore, it will not make a triangle. So once you get that X, now if you're getting check marks, you have to keep going. But if you get an X, then you can just stop. Okay, and number 6, we're going to do 2 plus 16, which equals 18. So 18 should be greater than whatever that side was we didn't use. So we used 2 and 16. So 18 should be greater than 17. And that is true. So if we get a check mark, we've got to keep going. So we've used 2 and 16. So let's do 16 and 17. So 16 plus 17. 7 and 6 is 13, which gives us 33. And 33 should be greater than whatever side we didn't use. So we used 16 and 17. So that means the 2 is the one we've not used. Is 33 greater than 2? Yes. So we've used 16 and 17. We've used 2 and 16. So the only two numbers we've not added together this time would be 2 and 17. So 2 plus 17 is 19, and 19 should be greater than whichever number we didn't use, which was the 16, and 19 is greater than 16. So again, we've got those 3 check marks. If you get all 3 check marks, then you can say that yes, it does create a triangle. Okay, pause your video and try examples 7 and 8. Okay, so we have 1, 4, and 9. So we're going to add 1 plus 4, which equals 5. And 5 should be greater than whatever number we didn't use. So we used the 1 and 4, so 5 should be greater than 9. That is true. So then we're going to add 2 more numbers. So 4 and 9 would equal 13. And 13 should be greater than whichever one we didn't use this time. We used 4 and 9, so that would be 1. 13 is greater than 1. And now we need to add together the 1 and 9, which equals 10. And 10 should be greater than whichever number we didn't use. We used 1 and 9, so that would be the 4. 10 is greater than 4. So again, we've gotten all 3 of those check marks, which means that yes, it would create a triangle. Okay, number 8, we're going to add 3 and 13, which equals 16. 16 should be greater than that third number, which is 15. 16 is greater than 15. Now we're going to add the 13 and the 15, which equals 28. And 28 should be greater than whatever number we didn't use, so we didn't use the 3 this time. 28 is greater than 3. And then we're going to use the 3 and the 15, which equals 18. 18 should be greater than, which number did we not use when we added 3 and 15? We didn't use the 13. 18 is greater than 13. So 3 check marks means that yes, it would create a triangle. Okay, pause your video and do examples 9 and 10. Okay, so we're going to start out adding 3.9 to 8.7. So 3.9 and 8.7. We line up our decimals. 9 and 7 is 16. 8 and 4 is 12. And our decimal is going to come straight down. So we get 12.6, which should be greater than whatever we did not use, which was the 2.8. And it is. Then we're going to add 8.7 to 2.8. So 8 and 7 is 15. 8, 9, 10, and 11. So we get 11.5. Should be greater than, what did we not use when we added 8.7 and 2.8? We did not use the 3.9. 11.5 is greater than 3.9. And then we're going to add 2.8 and 3.9 as our last one. So 2.8 and 3.9. 9 and 8 would be 17 and 6. So we get 6.7. Should be greater than, okay, what did we not use when we done 2.8 and 3.9? We didn't use the 8.7. So when we add those together and get 6.7, is 6.7 greater than 8.7? It is not. So if just one of those is an X, then no, it does not make a triangle. Okay, then our last one for today, 0.1, 1.4, and 9.4. So we're going to add 0.1 to 1.4, which is 1.5. 1.5 should be greater than the number we did not use, which is 9.4. That one is true. We're going to add 1.4 to 9.4, giving us 10.8, which should be greater than, what did we not use when we done 1.4 and 9.4? We didn't use the 0.1. 10.8 is greater than 0.1. And then our last two to check would be 9.4 and 0.1, which would be 9.5. That should be greater than, what did you not use when you done 9.4 and 0.1? We didn't use the 1.4. 9.5 is greater than 1.4, so we've got 3 check marks, which means it would construct a triangle. Alright guys, that completes today's lesson. You will take your assessment on IXL W4. Once your SMART score is as high as you can get it, you can close out and it will save your score for me. Have a good one.